Hi there, folks. James again. So, the continuing saga. The other night we had a noise complaint from this bylaw, or that guy, and that guy. The three of them got together after a cookie party and decided to call bylaw and complain about the noise. About a minute and a half of noise when I had to move my skidoo due to an emergency caused by them calling the city and having the city block my pipe. We all know about the videos of the city blocking my pipe. You see the piles of dirt that they used to block my pipe. The city hit my wall and broke my drainage pipe. You can see over there, we're 12 feet off the road. So if we're standing over here in line with the city, my pipe's all the way back there. They hit my pipe. It caused the pipe to back up, obviously, because it's blocked. They blocked the end of it. So, see the pile of ice? It flowed downhill to where my sled was parked. You can see the ice underneath where my sled was parked. Go up the hill. Look, there's the ice. There's the ice. There's the ice. There's the ice. Bylaw refused to look at that. Bylaw said he's seen the tracks, but obviously he didn't because he accused me of grinding ice down with my sled. I asked him to come up and take a look at my broken window. There's the bits of the broken window from when the ice backed up and went in there. Excuse the cup and the jug. I was using them to try and bail my window well out because it was going into my basement and flooding my basement. Let's look at the tracks. Okay, we went this way, went this way, went this way. Can you see the little ridges? Here it's just because we've been walking, so you can't really see it completely. But you can still see the lugs going that way. You can see where the city grader ground it down. See how much of a ridge? And there's little lumps, little balls, and little chunks, okay, that I drove over with the sled. So you can see these little chunks. You can actually see the treads. If I had actually ground the ice down, as I'm being accused of, wouldn't it be smooth and not bumpy? But yet the bylaw refused to look at that, and instead took the neighbor's word and decided to call me back after coming to my house and lecture me on it. And after failing to look at the evidence, decided wasn't good enough. We're going to call you back and harass you even more. And now we have a noise complaint on our record. Why? I showed him the reason. Yes, I did make noise, but he said it was a legitimate reason before he left. The neighbors called him back because they were out here videotaping and laughing while Bylaw was lecturing me. They decided to... Let's go in the house, folks. I'm frozen. It's cold out here. It's 0 or something like that. So, the neighbors called him back and said, hey, that's not good enough. We want him fined. That's why Bylaw called me back and said, hey, we're going to put a warning on your thing, so the next time someone comes out there, we're going to fine you. He was on the phone with me for about 10 minutes before I started recording. That's why I had him re-say and restate his name, badge number on the other phone call. Why did he call me back? Why didn't he just... He was 30 feet from it. He could have looked at it and looked at the window. He could have looked at the track. He could have looked at everything, but he refused to. And instead took the neighbor's word a second time. The same neighbors who keep calling Bylaw and the city all the other times on me. Why am I putting up with this? Why, my counselor, Bylaw service, nothing. George DeRuse, my counselor, won't do anything. Jen Thurkelson, the second in command of Bylaw, won't do anything. Why not? Why not? I have a city worker, a city supervisor out here trying to figure out the problem, but yet threatening me with a shovel. What about the city worker who took my phone? The police won't do anything. The city won't do anything. The police won't do anything because I don't know who the worker was. All I know is it was somebody like this. This is what the city worker looked like with the city of Ottawa. Describe that guy to me. Well, he's wearing a hat and glasses. That's not good enough for description to arrest somebody, sir. You're driving a city truck. Well, do you have a license plate? I said no. There's a city truck. Well, we don't know. Could take up to 2 weeks to figure out who it was. Why? Why am I putting up with this? We'll have more on this later, folks.